Alright, well that was inconvenient. But that is Texas Wi-Fi for you. Alright. Just running all the way back to my office, I guess.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Then take it to the sink. Let's see. Fast regeneration. Is that not it? Rage, Abyss, Blood Cold. I don't even know what that is. Wait. My bite. Okay, so that's biting that. Increases my health. I want to say that's the one where I can actually drink more. Damn it, nope, this was it. There we go. We getting there, we getting there. Oh, shit. Wait, I could reset? How much is resetting? No, we'll just take what we got. Okay, hold on. It said I can... That's not what I wanted. Oh, this is what I want. Track. Alright, so that's just going back to my office. I need to follow that head. Ba-ba-ba. I take the long way. Oh, now it says it's up higher. It says it's here.
It's locked, all right.
But I don't want it to be locked. I want it to be unlocked. I'm just going into my room. What does this shit mean? We all hate doing laundry. Dear Jonathan, there's a lot of things happening, blah blah blah. Sincerely, Edgar Griffin Swan. See. I'm just a mere mortal after all, blah blah blah. Just start working that. Open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter and exit the hospital without being noticed. There's a window with some scaffolding. Where? Is it this thing? I saw no window. Just making sure. Got a window and scaffolding. Hello? Hello? Let me in! Well, they let me out, really.
I cannot enter.
He says window with scaffolding, and I didn't see a damn window. I think he has lied to me.
It's locked, all right.
So I am just going to go outside.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I know you do. I know you do.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
There are bodies in there that I cannot get to. Just looking for the scaffolding that was in the note. If I come across any other vampiric enemies, that would be kind of fine too. Okay. Oh, hey! What's up, buddy? So that's the scaffolding, but I didn't see a way to get in. Nom nom. You know that awkward moment when you see just a bunch of hobo vampires and you're just like, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I've never felt that way either. Some codeine? Sweet Jesus. Furious tartarate? I don't even know what that is. Anything going on over here? I'm supposed to be crafting a treatment.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Can I sell you something?
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really.
And Cheerios?
I'm sure they can be
Are they related to Cheerios? Oh, I can. Recycle into components. Fuck! Do I recycle them or do I... It's a simple but valuable wedding ring that belonged to Clay Cox. What do I need? Okay. She's already been dead or undead. Despite her obviously mental issues, the woman claims she's being seen by some men and women who want to hunt her down because she is a vampire. Is she referring to the guard of Brian? Priven? I don't know. Get around the hospital. Maybe I should spy on them and protect Thelma Holcroft from these hunters. Nope. Went too far back. Nope. So this building directly behind me, I guess. Okay. Okay. Social circle is your mother. We don't already know that. But how do I get to... I don't know where I'm going for these things. Oh well. It says it's somewhere, but she's being tracked by someone over here. Or by people. Lead rod and lead plate. Hey guys. Drink, drink, drink. Drink your blood, drink. Aluminium, since we're in England. Oh, you're in America, it's aluminum. This guy had more powder on him than money. At least I finally got this quest figured out. Sometimes all you have to do is actually look at the map. Alright. Vampire activity at the hospital. Survey investigation. 3 days ago, one of the new recruits heard a rumor about a presence of a female vampire hiding in the hospital in the London East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly back to us, and we'll decide what action should be taken. New hint available for everyone. Ooh, blood quality's gone up. Okay, cool. You're telling me I have to go that direction? Okay, I'm gonna regret it. Yep, now I'm really being hunted. And bite. Wet Boot Boys notes. Damn. Can't believe I actually survived that level 18. Concerning the recruitment of the new boys in Whitechapel, I think I found one. Abby. He's as stupid as a stool, but tough. I asked him to prove to me that he could get some drugs for me for the black market and delivered quickly and nicely. Next time we meet, I'm going to tell him he's accepted as a wet boot boy and he must now meet the bosses to get his orders. Oh, Jimbo, thank you so much for the biddies. Much greatly appreciated, my brother. They had a pog champ. Oh good, it wasn't 600 something meters, it was only... I will die. I need blood. Three, 4, 5. That should be enough. Nope. I'll take getting shot for just that. And nibble, 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 nibble. One shilling? Man, these some broke-ass boys. Three shillings. Ah. 6 things of grease. Box of pills. Okay. Just seeing if that actually worked. Can I go up there? I can't. So where am I? I got a little turned around. $15, $16. Oh, godly. All right.
Hey, safe it! It's one of them!
Nope, nope, nope. Bite. And bite him. It's like I almost hear something like those little, like those other vampires. I didn't even see the big guy over here. He was a surprise to me. He only had 1 shilling on him. Alright, so yeah, so just going upstairs. Bottled alcohol and a box of pills. Sounds like my house. Come Come on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A bite. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I was hoping I could bite it one more time. Well, I used poo and steak. Modern steak made of the best alloy with the symbol engraved in the grip. Ooh, stun 15. Compared to... Oh, I guess I can actually upgrade it. Huh. It does use more stamina, though. $25, 65, 10, 20. So I may want to put that one since it's a little faster. Alright. I thought I picked up something. Yeah, that one. Page probably stolen from some sort of manual or guide. Hail to the fallen comrades. Just give you all random sentence. I lived my last years on this earth. Well, that's true about everyone who dies. Well, the beast is clever. Something about... I personally sneaked inside the hospital and heard the creature whining about her need for blood since her body was decaying. According to our team, Amanda Tilton, who died yesterday in a fight against a skull by the canal, he may be a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. If that's true, then there may be something big going on at the hospital. Maybe even a nest of vampires. Protected by the bloody traitors of Stol? We didn't know what to do, but we're convinced you better come quickly with reinforcements and heavy gear. Well, now that they're all taken care of, I might have to find my way out. What was that? Looks like it's almost daytime, but that's just how bright the moon is. Trash can? A small bottle. Alright, it's Thelma and Louise and all that. Where's she at? Where is Little Miss Vampire? There she is.
Good evening, Miss Howell. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Personal questions. Tell me about vampires.
Tell me, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
Oh my lord.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense, now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Well, you ain't wrong. So about the men that were tracking you.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was
a misunderstanding.
These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal,
From a petty mortal.
Low profile, and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind.
All right.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Craft the treatment for fatigue. I wish I knew what it was. I do not know how to create caffeine. That is how you treat fatigue, is that not? For sepsis, anemia, for fatigue. Oh, I could definitely make fatigue medicine. I need 600 XP. So I need 900 XP. fuck it, might as well. So now I need 7. No. 900 altogether. Just spent that. Yeah, 6. I don't know. I need a lot of XP. Increase my stamina, which I do need. Every night, the consequence of your actions may improve or degrade the district's health status. Degraded due to disease spreading among citizens. Four, 5, 6, 7. I gotta make 7. I don't know why I decided to sleep. Fuck me. There we go. Alright, I gotta go to everybody apparently. I just took the long way, didn't I?
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Assistant healing assist will increase the blood type. Okay. Is that R1?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Okay, so he's recovering.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place,
I gotta give them all medicine. Here's some drugs.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
Yes, yes it is.
For that.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Never could keep anything from her.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor.
Yeah,
Did you
kinda.
find anything of value?
Couldn't find you.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls? When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient.
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
Oh, never mind. You're fine. Albert Palmer. I don't even know where Milton is. You, I think, are outside. As well as you. Thomas Elwood. Oh, I know where you are.
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
Thomas? Mass XP push. Look for citizens of your Israel's level or below. Choose wisely.
Darkest thoughts in your heart.
My blood and soul. They belong to you now.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare
What?
your obedient slave.
What is going on?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
It's fatigue.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
I'm just gonna give you the medicine.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
So I still haven't gotten any new...
Goodbye for now.
any new hints. Alright, so now... You're healthy. You're healthy, get away from me. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Surprisingly healthy. Ah.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, Harry Potter.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Here's some drugs instead.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay. Oh, Milton! Finally found you. Oh, I'd love to be able to talk to you, but I can't. So we're going to talk to Milton.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Huh. I like him.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Well, that's not good. What's your occupation, even though you just told me?
Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
How is the sanitary situation? You sound like you've had it rough.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, sorry.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
That's not good. Smuggling weapons.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Well, he's not wrong.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not
You're
the
wrong.
job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
I wouldn't either after all that. So Nurse Hawkins is thinking of quitting. What do you say to that?
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
America. Just kidding, it's not.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. In fact, anyway.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Milton shotgun. I have $96. Money is very hard to come across these days. Even from dead people. Let's see. I might have gone the wrong direction. Might. Yeah, serious.
The dead seem... Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such...
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company. Even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality.
Yep.
But
ain't that the damn truth?
Dr. Reed.
Ain't that the damn frickin' truth?
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival
odd name
in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
He's a rude son of a bitch. Sorry. Gotta love these off-brand iPhone chargers. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Right now, it is not working. What's your life in London? Do you have any problems with me? Because I could just kill you.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure.
This guy's an asshole.
Instead of a burden.
Fine, fuck it.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Uh-huh. Give me a second. Okay. Ow. The phone rings and someone screams in the background.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
So about this hospital.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
I don't know what you've heard of.
I don't
and what
I said
be careful.
I only
knowledge.
It is not a
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seemed...
My mother just wants the best.
Is your mother...
That's tempting, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
Circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Good evening, sir.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Street corner. The daily routine.
I cannot enter.
Damn it! Why is this so difficult every time?
That is better. That is better. I will make it through one more night.
There you go. That'll work. Let's see if there's more. Delicious. It's gonna be dead before. Nope. Got to do it one more time. Plus, the more I fight, the more I could pick up ingredients and whatnot. Nom nom. Delicious. Oh, a photography of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Pippa.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Yeah, kinda. I think you said something about losing a ring. It's like, I do have a ring on me. Okay. It should just be an open door. It shouldn't even be a loading screen. Just open the door and let me in. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Go over here. Do this. Those are important to me. Or not. Alright. Maybe there are more dead things I can fight. Oh, so you're saying I can go back. But now I'm just finding potassium. I'm good. More samples, more samples. And more samples.
Get out from there. And I can't all have him fed you. Let's go get you some food. You want food? Let's go to the kitchen. Ouch! You stepped on me.
He said food was more important.
Yeah.
Huh. Alright, up the stairs and then right back down. Finally bite him. I let him beat me up a little more than he should have. Yes, I let him. Fuck. Ow. He just bounced on me and jumped on me. Some coating and clove essence. Okay, so before we go in there, make our rounds. Okay. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Hey, buddies. I meant to knock him out, but I accidentally hit the attack button. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, there he is, that little croaker. Let me eat him. Let me eat him.
Sit with me?
Just dropped her towel.
Want to sit with me? Yeah, I already have to go.
You know it moves quickly through him.
Yeah. I don't know why you even bothered getting comfortable.
Well, you might as well just put it here. And then right through the door. Is anyone alive in here or dead? I hear more screaming.
It's locked.
Of course it's locked. I was just hoping that it would randomly be open. Excuse me. Clove essence. $3 shillings. I do need more money. Since I'm not finding much anymore. So who's the crazy kook? Bite, bite, bite. Nothing like some sodium hypochlorite. There's a lot of opium on these people, on these dead guys. This place gets infected so quickly, I'd be like, well, y'all can open it back up, but apparently not. I left for just a day and they're back. It doesn't seem like anything has changed except for this. I think that's the way I go. Wait. Thought I saw something shiny on the floor I could get. Answer was no. Anyone else still willing to fight? Just nibble, 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 nibble. Yes, Jimbo, thank you for the ban. The quickest thing I was able to do was time out, but thank you for the ban. That sure as hell ain't gonna be buying my followers. If I could barely buy the dollar menu at McDonald's, I ain't buying no followers. Mom left her grapes right in front of me. Don't tell her I took 2 of them. This district is stable. I do need to talk to the actual... Uh-oh, something's loading. I didn't do this. Oh, maybe I did do that. Some codeine. Some more codeine. Coding everywhere. Some Celestian? I'm not a doctor, I don't know what the words are. English is not my strong suit.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes.
Grapes are delicious.
The human body. Biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
Alas, poor York. I knew him once.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead, unalive.
You know he's gonna want to sit with you.
Mortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Ready now? You're gonna sit here, you're gonna sit there. Sit right there.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Right there.
Forgive me.
Right there.
I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant
This is for the
physician.
mama.
And
For the
please,
babies.
call me Edgar.
You'll get sick.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And
I don't know if that's what you mean. Oh.
It's at 100%.
Oh, okay.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Impossibly delicate.
I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
About
You
your
mentioned
brotherhood.
something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere to set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do Skalds come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skald?
A Skald is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Oh good, the door's finally open. Okay, cool. Desk. I need... cycle. Yes, please. Box of pills. A rusty box of pills. Okay. Stun. You can upgrade your weapon to a new level with the required ingredients. Julio Iglesias. There we go. Work in progress. $75 damage. Adds 3 stun points when weapon hit. Increase damage done by 10%. No, we'll do damage. Oh, it costs 10, okay. Ooh, decreased stamina consumption. There we go. Okay, so we're missing tiny common handle part. Okay. Perfect. Fixed up that. And now we can... Oh, I need to go outside. That's right. Yeet. More opium. Delicious. Hello there.
Flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, The blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Sweet Lady of Mercy has an angry face.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, your ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Okay, now I must go talk to Harriet in the hospital. Oh, there. It's a good thing they have a red bloody Y on them.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Well, she could die. No, I'm kidding. I gotta go talk to her now. First, I must interrogate the room. Sorry, I mean investigate.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
This looks like a hag raven.
I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Just yell shut up at her.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on.
Goings-on?
Case of blackmail.
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Yikes. Are you the blackmailer?
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. Our sin of scratching, slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
There's Pippa, Dorothy, and Gwyneth.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. I feel better already. Can I go soon?
Sure.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Just running out to the first nurse.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
No, I can be safer here than anywhere else. I could say the same.
Nope, didn't want to talk to you.
Doctor. Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Now, where'd the nurse go? There she is.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
You do know he is a drug addict.
Tell me, nurse, did you know Dr. Tippett was addicted to medication?
I suspected this behavior for some time, but never dared to ask him about it. Until the day he confessed to me.
Why confess?
Why did he confess to you about his addiction, Nurse Brannigan?
Don't you know you doctors can't hide anything from a nurse? We're always there, even if you don't notice us.
Do you consider yourselves our confessors, Nurse Brannigan?
I wouldn't dare, Dr. Reed. But I'm intrigued. How did you discover Dr. Tippett's secret?
What can I say? I seem to have a knack for discovering secrets.
And for hiding them as well.
Do you approve of his addiction?
Of course I don't approve.
I was expecting her to say, sure, I think it's fine.
Let's hope he'll stop injecting himself once the epidemic is over.
And what if he doesn't?
Then we'll have to convince him to stop. I believe he's still in control of his addiction for now.
Is he?
We must remain vigilant.
I don't think he's in control at all.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
You are taking drugs, not a question.
You're taking drugs, Corcoran. Why take such a risk?
I need it to endure the long shifts. We have no idea how long the epidemic will last. We can't let it win. My position. I just want to continue to help as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of any
shady business
going on in this hospital?
Besides your drug use and
my dear colleague.
Weapons.
We're here to save lives.
No. I don't have anything for you, Radar. Hey.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Any shady business going on here besides you?
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the oldest patient here.
Well, I found your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I
I wish.
Wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin color that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good.
No.
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, thanks for the 40 shillings. You cheap guy.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Bound by despair.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Agreed.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running?
I just did
There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Start all over.
Goodbye, Milton.
Alright, I need Pippa and Dorothy. Wherever they may be. I'll actually talk to you. Swansea. Harriet Jones. Thelma. And Louise. Pippa, there you are. What are you doing on that side?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
You want to be more useful? Just kidding. Strange man visiting nurses?
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have said the truth.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough.
There.
Who cares if the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Oh, now I'm blind.
No, I can't see either.
No matter how
I
you
just took the
feel
whole
about
thing apart
her,
because
Miss
I couldn't pick
Jones
them both
deserves
up.
our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Okay, your relationship, though.
I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that,
Just feel free, Doctor.
I have no
Why would
intention
I?
of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Be more useful.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
What about Milton?
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change brings more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Debatable. I know everything about you, but yet I still need a hint. And yeah.
What can you tell me about?
Let me guess.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. It's locked.
Of course it is. Just follow the Y. Harriet Jones. More drugs. More opium. An unknown. There, Harry will emit a distinctive glow by looking at the citizen. You could unlock special situations.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survive the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher.
We
survived the war.
Well, you got his body heat and the blanket.
Hot flash.
Nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose.
So
I couldn't go after him.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Uh-huh.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
I could have killed him, but I didn't. Newton Blight. Ah.
Don't worry, we're safe.
Okay, so if I go around.
You can't just die like this.
Take the long way around. Oh, so now you're telling me I could be right there. God dog it. Sure, I'm a vampire, but I can't walk through that.
You're sure if you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
A mobster that's illiterate. Alright. Not gonna question how I got through that gate. Or where the nurse went. Yep, I heard that. Very violent sounding.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Nothing like some codeine to get me through the day.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Alright. Well, yes, please. Need to make this bite a lot better. Ooh. I heard that, sir. Cute little scream you did. Bane of the Dragon. Oh, sorry, little rat. Didn't mean to do that. Pest control achievement. Well, could have walked up there, but didn't.
What sort of creature is this?
Ow, ow, ow.
See, you could try to
I don't know what this is.
octopus, almost looking.
It has 4.
Giant toad. Or cat, what are they called? They're not frogs, and they're baby frogs.
Tadpole.
Tadpole. That's what it reminds me of, is a tadpole. The head, anyway. Then, of course, my vision is all blurred, so I don't know what I'm looking at.
Perfect.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
If you're sick, you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. And I assume that is her voucher.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Whitechapel. That's where vampires were. No, Whitechapel was the Ripper. Is that who you were Whitechapel?
I think so.
I have this thirst for blood.
Oh, I hear one. I hear you, I just don't see you. Okay, so if it came down here...
And the box, what's in that box that's all red? Oh, just the part.
Oh, but I saw that box back there.
Nothing?
Some powder and some shards.
Okay.
Okay, so I came from there. No, I came from there. 5 shillings, because everyone here is broke. Oh, I didn't even hit that button again. I didn't even get anything off him. Boo. You suck. Some shards and 2 bullets. Oh. No, the answer is no. Alright. And before I save you, look around for things. Nothing to do.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please. Take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
So you have a headache. I need to make medicine for that. I could kill you, but I won't. Okay. Clove essence.
Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes, I'll be. As soon as I can see the sky again.
Okay, cool. I'll leave you here, because apparently that's what happens. Oops. Anything here, like some money? Perfect. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. And then... I don't even know how I got over here. Oh, perfect. Because that's not a person. Oh, good, the door's open. Or the gate. You are healthy. Nope. Stop that. There we go. You have enough components to craft a medicine, treatment, and/or serum. Okay, cool. Amnesia, sepsis, pneumonia, bronchitis, the cold. It's not what I need, though. I need something that will help me cure... I think it was a headache. Did they just give the dude opium? Alright. I look amazing. My blood capacity, condition, more blood. Increase stamina. Pass through enemies in front of you. $1,300 sweet Jeebus. My says moving in the state will drain more stamina. For 2 seconds. No, we don't even have enough points anyway. Not enough points. Treat the cold and treat the headache. This should have changed. I just ran all the way around my room for no reason. Okay, so who are the two that have a cold? Who are they again? Pippa and one of the new guys. Pippa, stay still. At least I could find you somewhere.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
You have a cold. That's the illness you get.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Squares. Okay. Ah, you have the cold.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
You're smoking out in the rain and you have a cold. Got it.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway.
They say rode hard and...
Thank you enough, sir.
That hung up dry or wet, something like that.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, I've got that fear in London now.
No, you only have a cold. It's because you're standing out in the rain.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
A Hippocratic Oath.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. Me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Sure, I could attempt.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we're in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Personal question time. So now you have a phobia of rats.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. Couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies.
No, but I have an idea of waking up and I'm completely dead.
Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
This city is more peaceful without the bombs, but no less dangerous. We were supposed to be saved, but what?
Okay.
Should be grateful for his luck instead of taking it as a straight.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Okay.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that cell? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital. I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about is their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. The terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive, just for a few more days. I thought about killing you. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Aren't I the lucky one?
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me.
Yeah. It was last summer.
How?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me.
How do you feel about Oswald, Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, never thought I'd love a man.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
I appreciate your kind words, sir. But it ain't that easy. It's all so new to me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
No thanks, sir. Unless you're able to get rid of every rat in London.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. I cannot enter. Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
That was fast.
I'm afraid the trail of breadcrumbs leads beyond the hospital premises. I must leave for a time.
Is that so? Why?
Now it's time for you to be patient. It would seem that your blackmailer is part of a more complex machination whose root is in Whitechapel.
Machination? Do you suspect another immortal is involved?
I hadn't considered that eventuality.
Do be careful, my good doctor. When immortals are involved, the stakes tend to escalate quickly.
I'll return with case solved or carried on my shield.